The reason why you dislike your life right now or you don't like where you are comes down to one thing. You are afraid to be seen. You're afraid to be seen. You're afraid to be judged. You are afraid about what other people might think of you. And I used to be that way. This is why now you see me, I am embracing who I truly am. I am a woman that was very afraid of what people would think of me. I would be very codependent. If I wanted to go somewhere, I needed someone next to me in order for me to do something, whether that's going to a concert or traveling. I was always someone that struggled with codependency. And so my fear of being afraid of being judged led me to just experience a reality that I just did not enjoy experiencing. I found myself at jobs where I would have problems with coworkers. I found myself in on and off relationships with people that were actually doing more damage to my self-esteem. I found myself in a very, very bad place in life because I was afraid to be judged and I was afraid to be seen. If you're someone that is trying to attract or manifest anything in life right now, I want you to understand that that's really what's holding you back. What's holding you back is fear. The fear to be judged. And of course, as humans, it's normal. We want to be liked. We want people to like us. It's totally normal. But what happens is that when we are doing things for external validations, what we actually end up doing is we end up confusing ourselves and we never end up actually finding our passion or what is it that we really want because we're so busy trying to seek for validation. So I want you to understand right now that the reason why you hate your life is actually because you're afraid to be judged and you're afraid to be seen. I want you to accept this first. It's the first thing you need to do is accept this. I had to accept this, and once I accepted this, I started to create a new identity. The new woman that I was going to take, the new identity that I chose to take was a woman who was very independent, who was emotionally intelligent, who did what she wanted to do, who dressed the way she dressed, who communicated the way she wanted communicated, who did exactly what it is that she wanted to do. Because I started identifying myself with this new woman, what ended up happening was that the universe started helping me co-create this reality that I'm living right now. In the last 5 years, I had a vision. I always told myself that I would see myself in Fort Lauderdale Beach, right? And I would always say, I'm going to be in Fort Lauderdale Beach. I'm going to live here. Something's going to happen. I know I'm destined to be in Fort Lauderdale Beach. And I remember I used to work, we had like this, I forgot what it was that I was here for Fort Lauderdale. And I remember someone telling me, Z, I see you in one of those buildings over there. And I said, I see myself in those buildings as well. So to cut it short, I'm actually here in Fort Lauderdale this weekend, but I came here to discuss marketing services for a client, a potential client of mine. And somehow this person was just so fascinated with the way with me and how I carried myself and what I'm going to be able to do to her business, that she literally told me, I would love for you to be here, Z. I would love for you to move to Fort Lauderdale, right? So this is how reality creation works. You have to start understanding that if you want to attract anything in your life, you have to first set an intention that comes from the heart, not from the ego. There's a huge difference, okay? My intention and what I truly desire is I'm someone, and this is something that I also had to really, really be honest with myself as to who is this woman that I'm now identifying with this. So I identify myself as a woman who is financially free. Like, I can do things on my own. I have, I'm creating something. I identify myself as a woman who takes care of herself, who takes care of her health, who's continuously finding ways to improve her health. So if I am that woman, where do I see myself? What type of environment do I see myself in? I see myself in an environment next to the beach. Everyone's fit, like you out in the sun. Like, this is where I aspired to be. And now I'm not here yet, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to lose hope that that's to happen. No, it's already done, okay? I'm already here. The thing is, life is putting me through this situation so that I can learn so that when I finally get here and I establish myself and my life here, everything just seems to fall into place. So what I want you all to understand is that in order for you to attract anything in life, you have to identify yourself with the person that you aspire to become. Who is it that you want to become, right? Now, once you identify that, like I identified the person I become, start establishing action. Start doing those things. If it makes you feel uncomfortable to take a public speaking course, go fucking do it. The only thing that you're gonna do is actually start energetically aligning yourself with the person that you want to become. You need to think like the person you want to become. You need to act like the person you want to become. If that person is fearless, you need to start taking risks in life. This is what I am doing, and this is how I ended up coming back to Fort Lauderdale right now. And somehow everything just seems to, like, everything that's happening to right now is sort of leading me here. And so because I've established that it's already done, it's going to happen, but it's just timing. And I need to also understand that it's never about the end result. Manifestation is never about the end result. It's never about achieving the end goal. It's about falling in love with who you're becoming, aligning yourself with who you become so that you actually can enjoy your life on a daily basis. Because right now, if you're in life, you're like, why can't I have this? Or why is it so difficult? And you're in victim mentality, then what will end up happening is that you're going to keep attracting losses into your life. I was once there. I once adapted a victim mentality. I never had an abundant mindset. To me, the best investment that you could ever make is this: investing in your mind, adapting an abundance mindset. This is the most important investment. And so if you can adapt an abundant mindset, everything in your life is going to work out for you, because you've chosen to look at because you've trained the mind to start looking at everything as abundantly, like being grateful for what you have, being grateful for the people that you have, just saying thank you randomly, or just for the smallest little things. Because you're training your mind to just seek abundance everywhere you go, and not necessarily material, the universe will reward you for more of it. That's just how it works, because you're now abundantly vibrating. That's how I've been able to attract like-minded individuals into my life. Okay? So the first things first is identify with who you want to become and start taking action. Start doing the things that person would be doing. If you want to be someone that is like a go-getter, who is someone who's unafraid to be seen, start doing the things that make you feel uncomfortable. I know you guys are probably thinking, Z, it's so hard. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how hard it is. I don't give a fuck whatever you think, whatever story you're creating. You cannot learn unless you do something. You have to put yourself out there. Get out your comfort zone, guys. The more you keep saying it's hard, the more your life is not going to change. And no one likes to apply a victim mentality. Your life, if you have a victim mentality, your life is never going to transcend. The most important investment is adapting a resilient and abundant mindset. If you can adapt this mindset, everything will fall into place. That's why I want you all to understand that in order for like manifestation or any of that to occur, you have to first get down to exploring the self. Who am I? Who am I really? Right? This is why I created Let's Talk Self, because I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't because I didn't explore the self. I didn't explore myself or my psyche. I wouldn't be doing all of these videos if I didn't go down the rabbit hole. I had to better myself, explore myself, better myself, improve myself, and now identify with the new version that I have decided to choose to be. And the transition takes time. You know, when I started identifying myself as this new woman, I noticed that I experienced even more doubt, more fear, more anxiety. And I tell you, I still do experience that, but it's meant, you're meant to experience that fear, the anxiety, because that's part of also transitioning to the new identity that you decide to carry. like people think that manifesting your life is like this positive dream outlook, but in reality that's not really what it is. It's about the journey. It's about who you're becoming and falling in love with who you're becoming. So if you find yourself in a situation right now that you just don't like yourself, ask yourself, who do I want to become? Who is this person I want to become? And now, once you find out that, start identifying with the values that person would be like that value, the values that person associates themselves with. Me, my values is like wellness, financial freedom, being seductive, sexy, being my true self. That is my higher self. Leading, being a leader, that is how I identify myself. So because I've chosen to identify myself like that, life will be bringing me opportunities so that I can shine and identify myself with that new version. And so when I experience a hiccup, I need to respond as my new self, not as my old self. Thank you for giving me a like. I love you guys. I know that if you apply this, your life will change. Mine has changed so much, guys. And I hope you guys continue with Let's Talk Self and continue, enjoying the content that I'm giving you, because I want to give you guys what has actually worked for me. What has actually worked for me, I'm giving it for you for free. So please, ask yourself, get in touch with yourself, get in touch with your heart, get in touch with what it is that you truly want out of your life. And then identify that person that you want to become and start acting and becoming as if you are that person already. I promise you that the universe and God will help you co-create, and your life will change like this. I love you. I love you. Be patient with yourself, and I'll see you guys on to the next one. Mwah.